All right, good morning. This is Thursday, the 26th of October, and if you recall on yesterday's video, I was talking about ZIV, the inverse VIX medium term ETF, and when I was talking on yesterday's video, we were trading down in here. Actually, we had sold off quite a bit because the market was pretty volatile, right? Market was selling off, the VIX was coming down here, and I told you that you'd be looking to buy it today if it had closed in the bottom quarter. Well, as you can see, that didn't happen. The market completely reversed from when I was shooting that video yesterday. Closed right up in here, so there's really no trade in it. Okay, even though I was did some day trading on it and caught this big move to the upside. But look at that. Look at how the market rallied up, and then we've continued higher. So again, we sold off into some nice support area in an overall uptrend. Let's take a look at SELB, which is one of our trades, and we'll revisit Starbucks too. Hold on, let me take. All right, take a look at SELB. So again, we bought this right in here between the two white horizontal lines. Again, a support level. Market bounced up, gave us 2 points in the trade, but it failed to take anything off the table, which was a mistake. We're still holding this trade, so I'm not doing anything yet with this trade. Let's take a look at Starbucks and how we've come back on that. Look at that. All right, Starbucks, as you know, is a trade that I've been long from, this white horizontal down in here. We've pulled back, and I told you when it was up in here that if the market pulled back down in here, you'd want to be a buyer somewhere in here, right? So we're back up. We'll see if we can follow through. I'm looking for the market to take out this high here in the next few days and potentially continue higher. All right. All right. Now we're doing some day trading on the E-mini S&P 500, and I put on a trade earlier, well, just not very long ago, but right down in here. It was just a beautiful trade setup, and I should have recorded it right from the get-go. But I bought 2 contracts, right down in here, and took off 1 contract right in here, and as you can see, I've still got 1 contract, and that 1 contract wrote up $212.50. If I were to close this out right now, it would make $275 on the trade. And again, we've been long this trade. I believe I got long right in here, so precisely at 10:18 this morning, 10:18. And we're still long. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a trailing stop on this. Getting extremely overbought on the 2-bar RSI. We're above 90 now. So I am going to follow it below the low 2 bars ago. Okay. So I'm going to actually go right. Let's see here. Go right below 61 3/4 to 61 1/4. So let me put a horizontal line there. 61 1/4. Right there. 61 1/4 would be the sell stop. So let's take a look. 61 1/4 sell, 61 1/4 right there. All right. I'll be back shortly. Looking for the market to retest the high of the day, and I really want to see if the market's able to break through it or fail at that high. Okay, because we've got a big pivot right in here as well. 2564.5. So I'd be looking for a retest. Look at it really close, and I might even go short this market. So I'll pause. All right, getting near that high. Here we are. 1 tick from the high of the day of 3/4. We're at a half. Stop is here. All right, I'm going to go ahead and actually move that up to 61 3/4. Get rid of that. 61 3/4. I'm going to go tighter now. 61 3/4. Right there. So 61 3/4 is moved up a hair. 61 3/4. If you take a look at this chart here, we're on a 5-bar simple moving average as well. So we've been trading above that 5 simple for quite a few bars, just barely moving up there. Let's just see if we can continue with this bias to the upside here. Let's just watch it real closely. Alright folks, look at this. This is why patience pays. Patience pays when you day trade, right? Even when you swing trade, right? But look at this. We broke through the highs. Got Got a big candle here, right? Probably, I would say, the biggest of the day, or close to it. Okay, obviously I want to see where this closes. It would be better if it closed, I'd say in the top quarter of this range, but nonetheless, my stop now is going to be below 62 3/4 and even below the half. So it'll be at 62 1/4. So the stop will be at 62 1/4 right now. Let me go back to my matrix on my other chart. Here I am, 62 1/4. And I don't know if there's going to be a sell here. I don't want to. 62 1/4 is right there. Yeah, look at this. It looks like it might be what I like to call a blow-off bar or a bearish hammer. Look at 60, but I'm at 62 1/4 now. So we'll see. Look at this. Rallied all the way up to 65. 65. And right back down. So this looks like it will probably want to come down. But I'm at 62 1/4 on a sell stop to protect the profits that I have here, okay? So let's see what happens. Alright, actually just filled. Boy, big blow off bar, big reversal. Let's see, what time did that occur? That happened at like 11 o'clock. I don't see any news, but look at this. It's an outside bar too. Look, that's definitely a bearish bar, but still the bias is up. I don't quite understand this bar. I still think we're going higher. I think we're just taking people out right now. I still think we're going higher. Now I don't get it. Okay, I actually look at this is a good lesson. I don't know what happened, but I actually made a mistake. I'm actually short one. I thought I was flattening the trade and exiting, but I am short one. That is a mistake. I must have had 2 in here when I did that. So my bad. Mistakes happen, but I'm going to try to turn this into a winner anyways. So let's just see if we can come back quick, try to short it and look for a retest of this low of 62 even. But before I want to see it rally a little bit higher before doing that. So I guess I'll pause it and I'll be back. Alright, I'm back. Remember, I'm short kind of by accident, right? Didn't really mean it, but the only reason I'm keeping this is because of this bar, right? This candle right here is very bearish. Right, the market spiked up, right, and closed all the way down in here. That's pretty bearish. Okay, even though we're flirting with the all-time highs in the E-minis, I just want to give this a little room. And like I said, if the market had come up a bit more, I would have been selling it again to bring that average price up a bit higher, closer to that high. But it did not do that. And again, I just have a very small position. I'm still short 1 contract. And we are kind of selling off here, which is interesting. And I'm watching that 2-bar RSI very closely as well. Okay, so good. Look at this. We are really getting a nice sell-off here, actually. So I'm going to keep this. Look at we've actually broken down. As you can see, I've drawn my fibs from the low of the day to the high of the day. We've broken down through that 61.8% retracement from low to high. And again, I know, selling here, well, it was a mistake. I didn't know I had done that. But remember, the reason I kept this trade is because of this, the high of the day's bar, right? Very bearish, right? Close down in here. And again, this bar is by far the largest bar from high to low that we've seen today. So something's happening right now. So I want to give this a little bit more time. Okay, so 2 things I'm looking at here. I'm looking at where this bar closes, right? I want to see where it closes. If it closes in the bottom quarter, okay, if it closes in the bottom quarter, so let me just take the fibs off because we knew it took out the 60%, right? So if it closes in the bottom quarter, then on the next bar, I'm going to see if the low of that bar can be broken to the downside. Okay, if it can, great. If it can't, then I'll probably take the trade off. The market is approaching this level, right? This is a support level, there's no doubt. Plus, okay, the 2-bar RSI officially closed below. Look at this. Look at this. This is coming down. So I'm going to give it some time here. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. My stop is going to go above the high of this 3-minute bar side, 59 3/4, 60 1/4. Okay, so let's see over here on my matrix, 60 1/4. Right there. That's where the stop is. Now, 60 1/4. Locking in something on this. Okay. Again, I apologize for such a long video. I know I ramble, and hopefully at least you learned something from these videos. So, again, went long this morning. Just 2 contracts, very small, keeping it small because I know most people have small accounts. And so if I'm trading 5, 10, or 15, or 20 contracts, people are going to ask, well, that's great, you made money, but I only trade 1 or 2 contracts. That's why I trade such small amounts on these videos for you, okay? So you can relate to what I'm doing, okay? So right down in here, bought 2, took 1 off here, and the other 1 off was right in here, okay? Then went short here. Granted, yes, that was a little mistake. But seeing this bar, if the market had rallied up to here, even if I had not been short, I would have been looking to go short anyways up in here. Again, this bar is a very bearish bar. Pretty classic, right? But now we are hitting support. We are oversold on the 2-bar RSI, so I do expect some type of bounce. But let's just see. I've got my buy stop at 60 1/4. We're at 60 right now. Let's just see if we're flat on this. 60 1/4. Remember, it's a buy stop, so a stop order becomes a market order once it's touched. Alright, so I am out of that trade. Took me out, and as you can see, I'm flat. We made $350. Just trade 2 contracts on 2 different trades. 1 here and 1 here to the downside. So not bad. Quite honestly, I knew better. I should have been actually not only getting out of this trade, but I should have been long, because I expect some type of bounce to the upside, at least back halfway, at least, right? Support zone, okay? But I'm going to end this video. I'll be back with you tomorrow.